Hey everybody, it's Ace here with Ace's Takes. Welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love to collect in our home. Bags, jewelry, knives, pens, you name it. Today we are doing a special unboxing. I'm gonna unbox a bag that I got from Hermes last week. This video was sponsored by my husband, who loves me very much because he's amazing. And we're gonna get into what I think about it, why I picked it, pros, cons, all the things. So sit back and relax as we get into it. I am using a Handbag XM24. This is one of my favorite knives to unbox. This thing's badass. So if you've watched my channel, last week I bought a Charnier to-go pouch from Hermes, and I believe it is a new item. They really packaged this well, so I'm trying to be careful because it's sitting on my lap. And it's like the Kelly to-go or the Constance to-go or any of those, where it's basically a wallet on a strap. And I got it in last week, and I kind of knew as soon as I got it that it was gonna be not for me. And the reason is, if you look at the Kelly to-go and the Constance to-go, all of those pouches have long straps. And the Charnier to-go was a short strap that had the pouch right here. And it reminds me of the Louis Vuitton accessories pouch that people carry as a bag, which they've turned into a bag now, and it sits right in your armpit. And that just is not gonna work for me. I need a crossbody or something that allows me to be hands-free. And so I did go ahead and return the to-go pouch, and I then was on the hunt again. So now when I did the recording of the Charnier, I mentioned that prices had not risen, and they have risen now. So all of the bags are more expensive. The Della Cavalleria is now $8,000. The Gita is now $7,300. The Picotins are in the $4s. So everything has increased in price, which is unfortunate, but I was able to find a bag, and I picked a Picotin. So I picked a Picotin 22, and fun fact, I was looking at People magazine last week online, and I saw that Jennifer Garner was carrying a Picotin, and I was like, I like the way that looks. Now, I was originally looking for a bag that I could carry crossbody, or that I could travel with, and that zipped or had some sort of closure, and really liked the Della Cavalleria Elan. There was one online last week in black, and I just, for some reason, just not what I want to do. I'd rather spend a little bit less money and get something that I think I can use more. It would just made more sense to me. I was having a hard time making the decision, and I finally just decided. And here she is. Beautiful orange box. It says Hermes. Love it. It's a huge box that came in. I had to sign for it. I love the way that the box is made, and the orange, it's got a little bit of a ripple pattern. It's very cool. And the ribbon does say Hermes 2025, which is neat. So if you could see, Hermes 2025. So that's cool. It shows you when I bought it. Now, the Picotin comes in a size 18, a size 22, and a size 26. I purchased the 22, and it is the Picotin Lock bag is what they call it. I have not seen actually a 26. I've seen 18s. I actually saw a mini Picotin and ostrich online last week, and it was $10,400. Okay. We hope you love your new Hermes item. Please handle it with care to ensure that it remains in its original condition. Do not remove the Hermes tag until you're sure of your purchase. And then it has a return policy in here. That's interesting because then the other one did not. Okay. Inside, you have the storage pouch. Very nice. Looks like there's some information here. Probably about the leather. I feel like I remember saying it was Madame Caskin, leather. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. And because they're not always available online, I couldn't go back and look at the dimensions or any of that, so I'm going to measure my own dimensions. All right. This is trench color. This is not a color that I have. I love this. Wow. So here is the tag that they're saying, make sure, don't take it off if you want to return it. So that's totally understand. There is silver hardware, as you can see here. The bag is not, it's not a cream. It's a little bit more of a grayish brown. I'm not 100% sure. What would you call it?
FDE. FDE.
FDE?
Flat dark earth.
Flat dark earth. FDE. That's a, you're quick on that one.
It's a gun color.
Oh, okay. It's a gun color. So inside, we will take this out. Initial reaction. I knew that the bag was not lined on the inside. So you can see the material. It's floppy. You can see the material here. Now, I have my little pouch here. Here is one part of the strap. The other part's in this bag right here. People do, you know, the material, it has the feet on the bottom to protect the bottom, which is nice. And it feels like the bottom is substantial so that it's not going to sag, which is nice. But you can also put a, like a storage organizer. I have a storage organizer in my Neverfull. I have a storage organizer in my Hardy, like from Zumomi. There's some others, Samorga also online. Inside, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Hermès Paris on the very bottom of the bag. Looking at the stitching, I like the feet. Nice slanted stitching in like a cream color. I have seen people that will take third-party straps and use it as a crossbody that way. It fits very nicely on my arm. I could carry it like this if I wanted to, but also I can actually fit it in the crook of my arm because of the size, which I think is great. I have seen, I've looked on, ooh, a little bit of a fray, all right. There's a little fray here. I've looked online and I've seen scarves that, like twilly scarves that are tied on the handles. I also saw a twilly scarf that went on this part over and had a bow tied right here, which I thought was really cool. I'll show a picture of that. Okay, so inside this pouch is the keys, or are the keys, as well as the lock. You're gonna steal it? My husband's gonna steal it. He's gonna steal the lock. You can put this through, and then you'll put the lock here and hang over, and then you can open the bag like this. Interesting. I'm gonna have to do a little exploration on that. The 22 looks to be about 8 inches, 8 inches in height. It is about 9.5 inches in width.
On the back you have metric.
Say again?
On the back you have metric.
And on the back I have metric. I don't want to use metric.
That's
and
probably,
7 inches.
That's probably with the 22.
So probably is why it's a 22, isn't it? 22 centimeters. Let's check it out. Although the ones don't start there. So let's see. Let's go from 100. Yep, 100 to 78. That's why it's 22. So this right here is 22 centimeters. So it's 7 inches by 9, and then by 8. And I do feel like the drop of the strap is long enough for me to be able to put it under my arm like you saw. I really like how it's kind of slouchy, 7 inches about drop. It's kind of slouchy and has a nice give to it because I think it's because it's not lined, but that's typical. You can see a lot of, if you look at used twillies online, or used Picotins online, you can kind of see that they maybe start to fold in. I've read some of that online. So I'd love to know what y'all think. What do you think of the color? Was it a good choice? I know that they, some people call it like the gateway purchase, or your it's a good first bag purchase. This might be it for me. I don't know that I will buy another one from Hermes. Maybe I'll fall in love and later down the road I will, but who knows. I do think that I need an SLG to go with it and a twilly. So what kind of scarf should I put on it? What kind of SLG should I get? Right now I'm just using a zip pouch from Voyard. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Super excited.